Welcome to the Adhocracy Show, where we're live.
We are live, and we've got a lot of things for our show today. We've got some thank yous that we want to do. We're going to go over our top 3 moments of the show for this year, and we've also got some changes to talk about.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm David Landeen.
And I'm JD Melville, and welcome to the live Adhocracy Show. Of course, this is your source for advertising, marketing, art, and design.
And we are streaming both on YouTube and on Facebook Live, so, tell your friends to join us wherever they might be. We're going to adjust some stuff. We're not using our normal setup, as you can tell. And you're getting a little bit of a different view.
Yeah, this is definitely a new experience for us, so we're going to give this a try and see how it works, see how it goes. So, of course, thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure that you subscribe and like and comment on our shows. We'll actually be answering some questions as we go along. If you put up a question, we can get to that as we're talking about something, or as well at the end of the show.
And we apologize for starting a little bit late here. We are having some technical difficulties. This being our first live show ever, it happens.
It takes some time, absolutely.
Just embrace the awkwardness, as we like to say.
Well, I think we should start off by talking about some of our original viewpoints, our original vision with what we were doing and what we were doing a year ago. It was about a year ago that we started filming. I mean, this had started a long time ago, quite a while ago, before the planning and discussing and our initial joking of starting this channel.
And I can't believe it's been a year. It's been a full year since we actually. We were filming our first episodes around this time last year. Spoiler alert, we don't film them on the day that they're released. I know, that may come as like some big shock to you, and your dreams are now dashed to pieces, but we filmed them a little bit earlier than normal, so.
Yeah, some of our original vision with this, we talked about YouTube. We love YouTube, we love marketing, we love advertising, so we kind of had a lot of different ideas of what we could do on YouTube, what was out there. The one thing that we initially started talking about and that we didn't want a marketing how-to. We didn't want to design necessarily how-to. We would include that stuff here and there, but we aren't the gurus, we aren't the geniuses, but we really love the marketing. We love the design. So we wanted to show that. We wanted to talk about that.
We wanted to geek out about that. Like, the biggest thing is we're just big nerds when it comes to marketing.
It's true.
And we think that it's awesome when we see a commercial and we're just like, oh my word, that was amazing. And we figured, there's probably other people out there like us.
Yeah.
There are probably other people that TiVo the commercials so they can fast forward through the show, or, they go on and they pass a billboard on the street and they're just like getting so distracted by the bad kerning that they forget to drive. Or, just crazy people like us. And we wanted to reach out to them. We wanted to create a community of people who love marketing, who want to celebrate it. So we found a few people. First season 1, been great. We have like 1,000 people following us on Twitter. We have quite a few subscribers. We have people on Facebook.
We have people on Instagram. We have a lot of people that are following us in different ways and in different locations, and that's great. We definitely want people to join us on YouTube, of course, because that's where our content, usually is and what we direct it to. And there was a lot of really fun thought that we put behind the way our logo is, the way our branding works, the way our studio looks, what we've got going on in here. And I'm sure that some of that stuff that we've talked about will eventually come out. We'll kind of reveal little things of why we did things, and
there's been some inside jokes that only we know about with certain things in the studio that someday maybe somebody will catch. But hey, it's a process.
It is. Okay, well, so that was some of our original vision I mean, it sort of started that way, and we want to kind of keep that, but it has changed. It's changed a little bit here and there. So we'll talk about some of those changes and what we're going to change in the upcoming year. But we also have a lot of thank yous to send out. There are a lot of people that have helped us, that have been a part of what we're doing here, and we're extremely grateful for it. So let's see. First off, we want to thank our viewers. This show is kind of nothing without people to view it. It's us geeking out in a basement and in our studio.
Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. Which we're okay with. We're fine with that because it's enjoyable. We're just nerds, like we said. And, it's nice when people watch.
Yeah,
but if they didn't, we'd still do it.
Yeah.
We would still just come down here and geek out in this studio for 15 minutes every week. But we do enjoy it when other people watch, and when they comment, man, like that's just like, it's amazing. So viewers definitely make it worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun to interact, to get new viewers, to kind of see the people that we're reaching out to and that we're connecting with. So that's been a fun thing.
Yeah, that interaction really jives us. It gives us a lot of energy and stuff like that. We have to thank our wives. Quite a bit.
For allowing us to...
For putting up with us and... Shanae watches Fee every once in a while when we come over. And we're very thankful for that because...
We're usually down here for a few hours coming up with ideas and filming and...
Doing our thing.
And it's definitely have some great... wives that allow us to
because it takes a lot of time. I mean, we both have extremely busy lives as it is. We have families, we have work, we have everything going on.
Well, and right now it's kind of hard to justify because they're like, no, it'll pay off someday. Like eventually we're gonna have we're making tons of money off of this, and here we are at the end of season 1, and the questions are starting to come. Or something.
To build on that, we need to thank our families. Because they also watch our kids. They watch our shows. They participate. They they comment. Family is often are the ones who are kind of your first support base, right? I mean, they're the ones that keep you going in a lot of ways. And we have a lot of friends that... We've got a lot of friends that have been here with us. Kevin, we'll throw a shout out to you for helping us out and being a great viewer. And
I guess I should also thank the marketing department at Cirrus, because that's where my sister works, and I know that they are pretty religious at watching our shows. They turn them on every Monday morning, and I've gotten some good ideas and we've gotten some good feedback, and I know that 2 of them are watching right now, which good job. Thank you.
We need to thank, outside of our family and friends, the people who have been become fans of us, who have watched our show, who have been here with us. Our biggest fan, and the one that we appreciate the most, is Almagor, is his tag on Instagram. You may have remembered from previous shows.
He was one of the first Instagrammers that you should follow that we highlighted, and
he has liked every show. He has liked every Facebook post. He comes
randomly
back to
he'll come back and do shout outs on Instagram to us.
Yeah.
He's been a very loyal fan, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Especially, he has a lot of followers on Instagram.
Yeah,
he's pretty big.
He's great. I mean, he's got great style.
Yeah.
He's continually coming out with great work. So we definitely appreciate him and his work and being, who he is for us. We also have to thank anyone else on Instagram that came through, that helped us out, who showed us love. We really appreciate that. We do put a lot of stuff that's kind of our second posting point, where we post a lot of stuff, and so we thank everyone who has been there and done that for us. We also need to thank the entire nation of the Netherlands.
Yes. The entire nation as a whole of the Netherlands.
And we'll get into that a little bit more, but one of our episodes, our biggest episode that had the most views,
it was basically the Netherlands.
The Netherlands basically watched our show, and that was the majority of our views. So we have to thank them.
Yep.
And,
So thank you, Netherlands.
And their cool parade.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched that, geez, you should go back.
All right. Now we're going to do our
top 3 moments.
Top 3 moments.
David Landeen, you start.
Okay.
What was your first top moment of this last year for the show?
My first top moment of this one, I think, was the pilot episode. Not that it was like the most amazing episode ever. It was pretty good, but I think that it was just kind of the beginning. Like, we had this vision, we had this idea that we're going to do this, and we kept talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, and that initial, we finally got something out and it was on the internet, and it went from an idea to something actually tangible and out there, and I guess not tangible because it's on the, but anyway, it was a really exciting time when we finally did our very first episode, when we put it out on the internet, and watched it.
It was kind of cool to go from, this joke that we kept making of, we should do something on YouTube. We love YouTube. We have lots of people that we watch on YouTube, and we should make a channel, and we're geeky about this, and to an actual tangible asset that we've put out there. That's kind of cool. For me, one of my top moments was our pre-show. Not because it was great, again. Our pre-show, when we started out, we did it. We had we kind of started saying embrace the awkward, because we were awkward. It took us time to get used to what we were doing.
If you really want to have a laugh, go back and watch our pilot episode. It's pretty dry.
It is.
It's like, I don't know. We're pretty stone-faced. I mean, not that we've come that long of a way, but I think we've done pretty good.
We've progressed, and and our pre-show was sort of the beginning of that. It was sort of our ability to. So we basically started so that we could get used to talking before the show. I think it accomplished a couple of things for us. One, it did that. It helped us really get used to talking to a camera. It's not easy talking to a camera because it doesn't talk back. But it also helped us get to know each other in a way that we hadn't known each other, because we asked the love questions. We went through different games. We played different things with people that joined our show. So it helped us in a lot of ways really establish us. Mm-hmm. It helped us establish the show. It helped us got used to talking to a camera, which...
You just said it helped us got used to.
Well, we're live. That's fine.
I just like the irony that as you were saying...
Got used to.
As you were saying how great we are at talking to the camera.
Yeah, we're still awkward.
Embrace the awkward.
But even the pre-show, in the future, we're going to be using it for our guests, getting to know them, playing games. It'll kind of be some extra content. It won't be the same as we have done, maybe in the future. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your second?
My second
top moment of 2016 for us.
I would say our big episode. If you go on YouTube and you look at our episodes, there's one that definitely has more views than the rest. Number one, it's 1,600 views. Number two is 300 views. And this was the Blumenkorsel Zundert parade coverage that we did. Mm-hmm. This amazing parade that will literally blow your mind.
It's pretty amazing.
It's these animatronic floats covered in flowers that put our Rose Bowl parade to shame. To shame. Come on, America.
It's incredible.
And it was something. Okay, so this is the reason that I loved it, is because I am talking about, okay, we have to do this, and I have this formula for what I believe will make the perfect episode that will finally take off and put us on the map and get us views. And JD comes with this idea of hey, let's just cover this parade, and I'm going, we have to do shorter episodes, we have to do more concise episodes, and this was 19 minutes long, but I did not expect it to do well. I mean, I expected it to be our normal episode, get a few views here and there, but all of a sudden, it
took off.
It's going 400, 500, gets over 1,000 views. I mean, it was an amazing thing, and it humbled me a lot, because obviously I don't have all the answers when it comes to video. I need to trust the people around me, and so it was an awesome experience. It taught me a whole lot, and it was our first big success. We were 1,000 views, which I hope we laugh about this someday, but if we don't, it's okay.
Yeah, that was a great episode, and it really does teach you a lot. I mean, YouTube and the internet and how things work is a very interesting world.
It is, and we've been learning a ton this year.
And to kind of build off of that, my second thing is sort of what you were talking about, how we plan out an episode, we do a lot of work, we do a lot of build up, we do a lot of things behind it, and it doesn't really do as great, but some of those episodes are some of my favorites. Mm-hmm. For example, the QR code episode, that is one of my favorite episodes. We put so many Easter eggs in it, and I think we only got, so far, a couple people who have really seen it and found all of those different little things that we put in it.
There's a lot.
There's secret videos to it. There's hidden messages.
There's a game kind of that you play throughout the video.
Yeah. Which was fun.
It was.
And
very creative.
And I enjoy doing that because it really shows some fun things to it. But so let's go to your third top
3.
moment of 2016.
It was the time when somebody took the time that we didn't know to go onto one of our videos and leave a very mean comment. It was like, I don't know, I just felt like we've done it. We did it. We have a hater. We've achieved that. We've achieved
hate
on the internet. I mean, I know the internet is a weird place, but we didn't know the person. We had no idea who it was. And they told us to give up, and they told us we were terrible. And it's like, they took the time. They cared so much about our video that they took the time to go on and tell us to quit. Thank you, that person. It really was an awesome thing to see a actual,
It's good to have someone that we don't know commenting and it's being viewed outside of just our circle of people that we love and trust and our friends and we appreciate that. We appreciate the good comments. We, the bad comments, maybe we don't love them, but we did love that, we've got someone who took the time to write a negative comment.
Now, the biggest thing was we didn't know the person. I'm looking at you, Kevin. All right? Don't go on there and start leaving all these negative comments thinking that we love them. Okay? No, we know you. All right? It's not the same. Okay? Now you can create some fake Google accounts and go on and leave us. That'd be okay. But no. All right? I don't want to see all these negative comments from people we know.
That's not what we're saying here. That's definitely not. My last thing, my third thing of 2016 that I absolutely loved was when we had Eliza Calligraphy. She was Instagrammer you should follow. I don't know if you'll be able to see this well enough, but she did our logo in galaxy letters.
Which
it was one of the coolest things.
It was.
I mean, seeing something that we love used creatively, that's something that we want to do. We want to.
We count it as like our first fan art.
Yeah, and Almagor Alexander, he did sort of do one for us. He did kind of a shout out and did a YouTube kind of glowing thing, but Eliza did do our actual show in galaxy letters, which we did. I mean, we did a whole thing on how cool her stuff was, and it was really quite cool. It was really quite interesting.
It was awesome
to see.
It was really fun.
So that was our top 3 moments each of 2016.
And now, as all things happen, change always comes. Change happens, all right? We can't stay the same forever. That's not how things work, okay?
Yeah, I mean, our original idea, of course, was to geek out about this stuff, but the biggest thing that we need to do is make it more shareable. We need our content to be shareable, stuff that you want to watch, that you want to share, that you want to get into. So some of the changes that we have coming this year, we're actually going to be doing 3 episodes
per week.
You're
be getting Adhocracy on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
But the format of the shows will be a little bit different. For example, Monday. Our Monday show will be sort of a news segment. We will be sharing kind of a week in review, the things that you may have missed the week before.
And we're going to need your help for this quite a bit, because if you see something awesome that's happened in marketing, go ahead and post it on our Facebook page or on Twitter, on Instagram. Reach out to us and let us know about something that you saw that week, and we can add that into our news week, and so we can cover the things that matter to you guys.
Yeah, we're going to, when you come into work Monday, the shows need to be a little bit shorter. You're probably, getting back into work, so you're just getting caught up. You look at news anyway, and so we're kind of going for that. Wednesday
will not be cosplay day. Sorry.
Unfortunately, it will not be cosplay day. Though we may have a cosplayer on at some point.
It could be.
Again. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was a fun episode. But Wednesday will be our Adhocracy Show that you've come to know and love. It will be our episodes. It'll be a little bit more meaty. It will be learning. It will be kind of enjoyable. It will be that kind of thing. So Wednesday will really be what the episodes that you've seen before is what you'll see. But then Friday, we're going to continue our tradition of the Fedora Friday. Fedora Fridays will be fun. They will be kind of, it's Friday.
It could be games. It could be highlighting Instagrammers and...
Yeah, a lot of our segments that we did throughout this year were going to become our Fedora Friday episodes. We did have Instagrammers you should follow, Don't Say That, on the soapbox. We're actually going to bring out some new ones like Remember That. We'll show old commercials, fun ones, things that in advertising marketing that we've, kind of forgotten. And we'll maybe even do like product reviews. Like we'll do As Seen on TV product reviews, because you always wonder if they work.
Yeah. Maybe they don't. And then we've just saved you all the heartache of buying something as seen on TV.
And the 3 payments of $29.95.
Yeah. We're also going to try and do some Skype interviews when we highlight an Instagrammer. We are going to hopefully Skype interview with them, and so we can actually talk to them rather than just saying how awesome they are. We can get to know them and find out, what their inspiration is, and get some interaction with them.
Yeah, we'll be able to bring on a lot more people and cover people from more diverse areas that are in different areas just by doing Skype interviews. And we also want to invite you, if you have something to say, if you have a topic you want to discuss, if you have a unique point of view, we want to do an interview with you. We want to Skype you and see what you have to say.
Let's see. What else do we have coming up?
So we're going to do a lot more audience interaction as well. We want to have you interact with us. We want to have you be part of the show. We started this last year doing our logo for our fan base. We kind of have come up with a name for that, and so we will continue those logos, designing a logo, how to.
We're hoping to get some merch. That's a big thing. We are hoping that we can do some sticker packs, some T-shirts, some ties, some fedoras. We would actually, I think it would be awesome to have
notepads.
Official.
Yeah, we've got some stuff coming so that you can help us that way, and you can have some cool stuff that will be useful to you.
Yeah, the biggest thing right now, it's kind of an interesting to go to. So we're going to be starting what's called Patreon. And we're hoping to get some, with more episodes, more exposure, more things that are a little bit shareable. We're hoping to build our audience, and if people want to support us, then we're going to start a Patreon. Now, if Patreon is kind of like an ongoing Kickstarter. It's one of those things that, here's the way I think of it. If you ever had that TV show that you loved and then it was canceled because they said not enough of people are watching it, aka Community. Patreon, I would pay for more Community. I would go and give them $5 and say, hey, use this to produce more Community. That's kind of the idea of Patreon, is that you are a patron of, and so you can pledge however little or however much you want, and that goes directly towards making better videos.
Firefly as well.
Yes, Firefly. It's another great example. So it's kind of crowdfunding the show. It's ongoing, and we are going to look into that this next year. We have to have a little bit bigger of an audience to reach out to do this.
So that there'll be some ways to support us in things that you can buy, you can use, you can have that would help us, but also be very useful for you. Not overly branded, not overly, but we're also going to do some correspondence. We're going to have collaborators. We'll have people who are part of the show consistently that will show up in, like a news story, like a news show. They've got, our correspondent out in the field covering XYZ, correspondents who are, over a certain topic. We will include those in our show coming up as well.
Okay, and...
So...
Season 2. Yeah, that's right. I should tell you. Season 2 is starting February, or January 30th, but it's going to start the week of the Super Bowl because, come on, the Super Bowl is the best.
That's the breakout show. That's their Emmys.
That's best marketing.
That's the big show, right?
So we're going to be covering news on Monday about what commercials and what marketing's been coming out. Mm-hmm. Wednesday we're going to talk a little bit about, we're going to have something about Super Bowl commercials or Super Bowl branding or something like that. And then Friday we'll have a game, and then you can expect a comprehensive review the Monday after the Super Bowl.
We do love the sports so much.
I think he left out an N. The sports.
It's the sports.
Yeah.
We love sports.
And so the Super Bowl is just a great week to launch a marketing channel. Season dose, or 2 as they say in here, this room. In
this room, we say the dose. Yeah, so we'll have our second season start. This was our first season. We ended up with 58 episodes this year, plus our pre-Adhocracy Show, other little things that we came out with. It was a good season. It's been a great season. Thank you everyone for being part of us, and participating in our show, liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that. Let's do some Q&A if anyone has some Q&A. We've got a couple people watching here. Is there anything that you guys, any of your favorite parts from this last year's show?
I like this cool topic, Netflix original content.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about that.
That would be, because Netflix really has changed the game when it comes to television.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of new stuff. And
I finally binge-watched Stranger Things this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I knew I'd like it. I just didn't have time before, so I finally had some time.
I still need to get into that. I might have to watch it on
enjoyable.
My own because my wife was... we watched the first episode or two, and then it ended, and we had to go to bed. It was one of those, and then it was kind of scary.
Yeah, we have to watch episodes of Parks and Rec after we watch Stranger Things in order to be able to go to bed.
To kind of soften the blow.
Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, if you have, what kind of changes would you like to see in the show? What segments, correspondence, collaborators would you like to see?
What's been your favorite episode this year?
Spoilers, Kevin. Goodness. So yeah, ask any questions. I loved seeing the kids on the show. Yeah, that was a fun episode. That was fun.
I think we're gonna make that one a tradition for Father's Day, having the kids on the show, because you never know what's gonna happen.
It was a little bit crazy. We had a lot of stuff written down to do, and it was just sort of. We kind of powered through it, and I loved that when we turned on the commercials, they stopped and watched. And they were like,
I know.
That was kind of funny.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is interesting, doing a live show.
I know, it's very different.
I wonder if we try this every so often, make it a
regular thing.
Something that we give it a go.
Well, in order to do a live show, we have to we're going to be doing all live shows once we quit our jobs and do this full time. It's going to be every single time it's live.
You'll see us live every day. We'll be doing this.
I'm going to make my prediction come true.
I like design critiques. Okay.
Oh, that'd be good. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a segment called the Junk Mail Jumble, where we go through all the junk mail that we get in the mail and critique the design and look at it.
The one thing with critiquing is that sometimes you need someone to submit art, right? And we can definitely do that. We definitely need people to send us stuff for us to critique, right? It's easy to grab something and critique it. I can't support you if you're going to create channels. Sure you can, Kevin.
Yeah.
You're already supporting too. It's fine.
The other one that we had an idea for a segment was like kind of a remember when, but it's our old stuff or other people's stuff.
Kind of going back to what we've done, kind of our crappy first designs, kind of reminding ourselves that we are, we started somewhere, because in design especially,
like that first design is usually
like you get to the point where we are, where you're a professional and you're looking at stuff and you're like, oh, how could anyone do that? Why is that a design? Why is that a video? Why, whose nephew did this? But at the same time, we did the same thing. We had to start somewhere. Not everyone is a golden goose, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that could be a fun thing to go through old, like the first design, and
I think even
submit it.
I think even with that, we can do a segment that's sort of a like writing advice to your younger self, sort of as an advice column to people who are starting.
We write letters to like season,
like dear younger me.
Like we're in like season 4, and we're like, dear pilot episode Landeen.
When are we going to have Monson on the show? Can we get Monson on the show?
I don't think.
Do you think he would do it?
I don't know. I think so. We probably could because he has his...
Monson is a guy that we work with. He's a very unique individual.
He really is.
We love the heck out of him, and he
would be way fun to have on the show.
There was a girl leaving our work, and her favorite thing about him was that she's going to miss him bugging everyone. He's
also the person that made that.
Oh yeah, he made the DeLorean car picture.
Ding, ding. Oh wait, ding. This is hard.
You're doing it in reverse.
Oh wait. Okay. Well, anyway, that.
He's a pretty talented artist. He's been doing print for a long time, so there's a lot of stuff that he could actually be doing, that he could actually show.
Yes.
Future Dwight sending faxes to Dwight. Oh, I love The Office. I miss that show.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this has been fun. Thank you for... It doesn't tell us how many people have been watching on Facebook.
No,
but
it shows people have liked.
Thank you for the people watching on YouTube.
Yeah. If you have any questions, we'll continue to answer them offline. We'll answer them through comments and things like that. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for all you do. We really appreciate it. We're excited to take this into the next year, to do some stuff that's different, do things that we haven't tried before, and finding new ways to make the show very unique for us, and unique for what we love and what we want to do. So thank you so much. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our channel.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you. Fake fact of the day. If you subscribe, which I imagine most people watching this are subscribed right now, then this show will always be live. Every time you watch this show, if you go back and you watch it again, it'll be live again.
It'll be live.
Always
you can
live.
comment, and we will talk about it on the show.
Every show that we do, past, present, or future, will be live.
Is that something you were covering?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thanks, and
thanks everyone.
We will see you in
January 30th.
Come back for
be ready for the big game.
Season 2, episode 1. The big sports game.
And our big show, because that'll be just as exciting.
Bye.
Bye guys.